everybody, welcome back to Time God WZ. I'm your host Vinny, and today we are doing a reaction video. It's RWBY versus Attack on Titan. First off, I'm trying to breathe because I've been hunting down a fly up in my freaking room. Anyway, I did not do a reaction video last week because the battle was between a couple of fighters from one that was called King of the Fighters and Tekken. I don't really have a lot of experience when it comes to those games, so it ultimately came down to a debate whether or not I would be willing to produce a reaction video or try and just forget about it and come out with something next week. With that said, we'll go ahead and get started into this. So, here, let me get my headphones together. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we'll go ahead and get started in 3, 2, 1. That was way more than a second. Alright, here we go. Here we go.
Blake Belladonna, the feline huntress from RWBY.
Alright.
And Mikasa Ackerman, the
Mikasa, that's her name.
from Attack on
Mikasa Ackerman. Okay.
These two reluctant heroes are fighting for a better world.
What'll happen when they go toe-to-toe to see who's the swingiest and the cuttiest? He's Wiz and I'm
The swingiest and the
They've got to
cuttiest.
analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Oh, good. The anime, I was in the background in the anime. I like the animation.
Those who make peaceful revolution impossible will make violent revolution inevitable.
Very true. Happening in modern times now.
Girls when he said that.
Despite the world of Remnant being home to a plethora of magical beings, the faunas were subject to discrimination from humanity.
Yeah.
That's so dumb. How can humans be racist against faunas? Aside from looking slightly different, they're basically exactly the same. Oh.
You see, prove your own point with
Blake
everything else?
with the faunus activist organization, the White
Really?
Fang.
Didn't I
But
think-
when her
oh, okay.
parents expressed
She was
concern
19.
at
I did not know
violent
that.
tactics,
I never actually knew about any of the characters actually, except Ruby, and she's like 15, so it was like that. I already knew that,
believing the faunas
but
deserved to rule the
the
world
others I
instead
didn't
of
really know.
humans,
Oh, inspired by
Adam
Beauty and the
Torres
Beast.
turned
I
the
didn't.
White Fang into a
There's like
terrorist
certain
organization
references I
with
don't
young,
get.
impressionable Blake in tow. Now Blake got to put her superhuman
So.
faunus abilities to the test as a guerrilla fighter.
She's not a gorilla, Wiz. She's clearly a cat. You dingus.
That's not what
As a clearly cat faunus, Blake's got superhuman strength, speed, and endurance. She can see in the dark and even pick up on sounds regular humans can't hear.
Blake has also unlocked her aura, the manifestation of one's soul. Similar to the Eastern concept of chi, Blake
Chi,
can use her aura
as well,
to
in Dragon Ball,
withstand
I know.
intense damage. Though if it's overtaxed, she will be as defenseless as any ordinary human.
Her aura survived this huge flying monster called the Nevermore crashing into her. Twice!
Measuring the size of the Nevermore compared
You
to
know,
the stone
some of the
structure
grim
shattered,
in this show is
Blake
scarifying
had
as
over
all get out.
2,000 cubic
Like,
meters of rock.
over the years I've just seen them, and it's like,
Over
no.
4 tons of TNT
They're scary as
without
all
even
get out.
breaking.
I guess you could say she sold it. Eh? Eh?
Don't try that again, or I'm gonna have to cut you with a sword as sharp as Gamble's Shroud. It's everything you could ever want in a sick anime combo weapon. Part katana, part kasurigama, and it wouldn't be RWBY if it wasn't part gun. Hell, its sheath is a sword too. That's just showing off, and I like it.
The 96-meter-long elastic ribbon attached to the katana's hilt lets Blake use
How
Gamble's
long?
Shroud as a grappling hook for maneuverability and creative attacks. An invaluable asset for the White Fang and her new boyfriend.
Well, until he threatened to blow up a bunch of innocent people. Now, instead of a bad boy, he's just a boy that is bad.
Horrified, Blake turned her back on Adam and the White Fang, and for the second time in her life, she ran away.
It's like running away is her superpower.
In a sense, it is. Blake's aura allows her to manifest a unique ability, or semblance, called Shadow. Born from her desire to escape, Blake can create a brief, intangible clone for deception, evasion, or even to propel herself through the air.
She can even combine them with different kinds of dust, which is basically magic gunpowder. Fire dust clones will explode on impact, while ice will freeze you solid. Though once she runs out of aura, that's it for her semblance too. Wiz? Buddy? Man, I killed him. And it wasn't even on purpose!
No.
Don't worry, just some biological cloning. It's a hobby. Don't ask if I'm the original. I genuinely don't know anymore. Alone again, Blake lacked purpose.
That's
or a
horrifying.
place to call
Anyway.
home, until she reached Beacon Academy. There, she learned to be a huntress, a soldier of peace sworn to protect the land from monsters and any that would do it harm.
And she wouldn't do it alone. Blake would join up with fellow huntresses in training, Weiss Schnee, Yang Xiaolong, and Ruby Rose to make Team RWBY with a W.
She didn't just find teammates, but friends as well.
Feelings gross. Don't worry, the power
Feelings gross.
her kicking some ass. In fact, it made her even better at it. She's defeated the gangster Roman Torchwick, the kaiju-sized Sea Fei Long, and the assassins Mercury and Emerald, and they could dodge natural lightning.
Comparing the distance they traveled relative to the lightning bolt, we can determine they were moving over 26,000 meters per second, nearly 80 times the speed of sound.
She even managed to stand up to Adam, and all his mom just doesn't understand the energy with the help of a new, way less toxic partner. So long, you abusive a-hole!
No easy feat considering Adam was strong enough to pulverize this massive spider droid with his moon slice, a feat worth over 4 tons of TNT.
Not too bad for a bootleg Virgil, and Gamble Shroud could take hits like that over and over before breaking.
Despite her troubled past, Blake would never stop fighting for a better, more peaceful, more equitable world. She was done running. With her friends at her side, she would face the future head on.
So long.
Wow. That was a pretty badass attack.
To scenic Shiganshina.
All right,
Enjoy the rest
time to
of
hear
medieval
this one.
architecture, hardy populace, and
Okay.
oh yeah, yep, that can't be good.
Cowering behind enormous walls, the last remnants of humanity were driven to near extinction by the arrival of the monstrous Titans.
Despite that, little Mikasa Ackerman lived a happy, normal life until her parents were brutally murdered in front of her. But never fear, she Una reversed the shit out of those assholes with the help of Eren Yeager, another pint-sized psychopath in training.
Adopted by Eren's parents, Mikasa and Eren somehow lived a happy, normal life.
Until the day. You know, until average anime.
Murdered by Titans. I'm sensing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Barely anyone in her life lasting longer than a 25-minute episode, Mikasa became Eren's guardian angel.
Certainly a valuable asset to Eren, who devoted his life to exterminating the Titan threat.
Together, they joined the military and got their hands on some sweet Titan slaying gear, the vertical maneuvering equipment, or VMI.
Also known as omnidirectional movement, or ODM gear in the anime, it allows Mikasa to fight the towering Titans at their own level.
ODM gear comes with two 20 to 30 foot long iron wire spears she can separately aim and shoot. It'll hook into any surface. They'll allow her to swing around like a steampunk Spider-Man.
She can zoom through the air and change directions on a dime with a special fan on her back that fires pressurized gas.
Farting. That's called farting, Wiz.
Farting. That's called farting. We had an ad, y'all. Are you done, dude? You're turning purple in the face, dude. Time to stop.
I'll get another clone.
Did you fart? Did this fart, the air from his mouth kill him?
Up to 366 kilometers per hour. That's almost a third the speed of sound.
Assuming she can reach top speeds in a second, that's over 10 G's of force, 10 times Earth's gravity.
For reference, astronauts withstand about 3 G's of force during liftoff, and fighter pilots can withstand up to 9 G's for a second or two during aerial combat. Even just 6 G's for a sustained period of time can be fatal for a human being, but Mikasa can survive almost twice that much and fight giant monsters at the same time.
That insane speed makes her especially deadly when she whips out her special Titan-slashing swords made of ultra-hard steel. And that's exactly the term I'd use to describe myself after watching what they can do to a Titan.
Despite their name, they're rather fragile, at least relative to the super tough Titan skin they have to repeatedly cut. So Mikasa carries a set of 12 that she can easily dispose of and replace mid-combat.
Yeah, that kind of became a problem when some super intelligent Titans started sporting crazy tough armor. That's when Mikasa breaks out the big guns, the Thunder Spears.
Essentially proto-bazookas, the Thunder Spears are thrown like javelins. They're sharp enough to pierce even the armored Titan's impenetrable hide, and once their fuse is severed, they'll explode, devastating anything within range.
Shattering the armored Titan's armor is no joke. It was tough enough to tank punching a hole through Wall Maria.
By measuring the size of the gate in comparison to, let's go with this guy, we can determine the armored Titan violently fragmented over 1,000 cubic meters of rock.
That'd take over 18 tons of TNT, enough to level a city block, and the Thunder Spear shreked it. No surprises here. If you're too close to one of its blasts, it's game over.
Despite the
Wow.
awesome power at her fingertips,
You
Mikasa
shot him right in the
joined
eye.
military to watch over and protect Eren.
Like a loving mother hen of death. And that became way harder once Eren learned he could also turn into one of those super intelligent titans.
Now humanity's greatest weapon against the Titan menace, Eren was at the center of all major anti-Titan operations, which meant Mikasa was there too, ruthlessly dispatching anyone that might harm him.
Get over yourself, Eren. So what if your childhood home was destroyed by a titan? You're living rent-free in this girl's head. And it could be worse. You could be Armin. Man, like she's programmed to protect him.
You're not off base. Mikasa's last name isn't inconsequential. Ages ago, the Ackermans were bioengineered to be subservient super soldier royal guards to the mighty Eldian Emperor.
Well, wherever all
Wow.
that shit came from, Mikasa's got the Ackerman blood coursing through her veins. The same blood that gives her a fraction of a Titan's power without transforming. Holy crap!
Wow.
It's that power that allowed Captain Levi, another Ackerman, to dodge point-blank bullets. That's over Mach 2, and Mikasa can easily keep up with him.
It also lets her
Dang.
subconsciously
That's
tap into
impressive.
the combined experience and
I gotta actually
feelings
watch
of
this anime. I
Ackerman's
don't know why.
past.
I'm
It's
like,
like
I've
the
been
Avatar
like,
of Titan murder.
Unfortunately, this blood bond with Eren means that even when he goes too far, she's obligated to protect him, kind of like a robot.
I don't buy it, Wiz. She doesn't love him because of her DNA. She loves him because he's the only one who stood up for her when she couldn't stand up for herself. When she looks at him and the rest of her friends, she sees a hope for a brighter tomorrow.
Wow, Boomstick, that was touching.
And she
that's
has
real on point for the
superpowers.
anime.
Well, it was nice while it lasted.
I'm not listening to another word of this. No point.
Alright.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you've got a love life as intense as Blake and Mikasa's, you might want to check out Blue Chew.
Bright is on get out. Alright, so I never really knew like Mikasa for except I heard it. I'd seen that character a couple times in different social media platforms and whatnot, but I had never really known like what her backstory and all that was. And I guess I don't know for this because I watched RWBY. Like I'm rooting for Blake. But I don't know, to be honest with you, because that power is like the way they made her sound, like her power is insane, and then not only withstanding 10 Gs, it's kind of insane, but it's anime, y'all. It's all of it's anime. Like you are literally and this is where you got to realize with logic, anime does not work with logic. In real life, these things have been proven to probably kill people, but certain things have been proven, like G-forces and stuff like that. Like, that's why they say 10 Gs, 6 Gs is enough to kill somebody. So sometimes their calculations are on point. Sometimes it's the writing, though, that doesn't make sense. So, I like the show. But, yeah. Anyway, let's get started.
Hey!
Alright.
Civilians were
Blake's just
supposed to
reading a book.
evacuate this area hours ago. Get the hell
Oh.
out of here! They're coming! You deaf?
Oh.
I said get the hell!
Bro? I don't think so. You just ruined her book, bro.
Leave me alone! Are those 2 sets of ears? She must have 4 times the hearing.
4 times the hearing. Oh, funny. She creates shadows, though. Alright, that's nice. Not bad. She like blocked all those with the blade, too, and everything. Okay. Alright. There you go. The shadow is going to be the toughest thing to beat, I feel like. Oh, no. There we go. She pulled that move. Man, some of this animation is weird. Oh. I keep forgetting. That's not like that always weirds me out.
She likes popping those clones and attacking me from behind.
She just pop those off like it. Oh no. She figured out the strategy. She's just was able to like pop them off like they're, I don't know, like they're freaking just like filters on an air mask or something. Like it just, there we go, put in a new one. Oh, dang. Oh god, okay. Oh no, man. Really? I think that's a little excessive, don't you think? But yeah, I'd look out for those.
Gotcha this time.
Oh, wait. Yeah, nah. She got her arm. It's over. Oh, is he? No. Oh, yeah! Bro! That was totally kick-ass, bro. That was fun. That was funny.
I told her not to get too close to that thunder.
That was ironic too, because it's like,
Mission duration from beyond the fourth wall.
yeah.
Despite Mikasa's overwhelming and frankly terrifying tenacity, Blake's varied arsenal
Oh,
of
yeah.
powers gave her a clear edge.
The ODM gear allowed Mikasa to keep up with Gamble Shroud's agility, but in terms of offense,
Right.
Mikasa was kind of a one-trick pony. And that's especially compared to the Swiss anime knife that is Gamble Shroud, which could stretch 10 to 16 times longer than either of Mikasa's cable.
Blake's variety of shadows she could spam at will kept Mikasa guessing, and her aura allowed her to survive any attacks that could land.
To be fair, the Thunder Spears were a different story, and were powerful enough to shatter Blake's aura. The aura could survive around 4 tons of TNT, while the Spear's explosion could dish out over 18.
But Blake's far greater speed made her nearly impossible to consistently hit. While Mikasa could keep up with characters that can dodge bullets, Blake could keep up with characters that can dodge lightning. In this case, nearly 40 times faster than Mikasa.
I still don't like that calculation just because it doesn't sound, but you know, it wasn't natural lightning, it's magic
In the
lightning.
same sense,
So
Mikasa's
it's,
Ackerman
you know, but
heritage couldn't save her either.
It may give her generations worth of combat experience Avatar style, but almost all of it was against Titans, not a faunas huntress like Blake, who has powers the Ackerman family has never seen before.
Coupled with her Odium Gear's limited fuel supply and breakable swords, Mikasa just couldn't end the fight before her own options ran out. Mikasa had guts, but Blake's speed, versatility, and sick anime combo weapon gave her the edge.
that was badass too. Like, I like that. That was totally, with one arm too, I thought it was over at that point.
The winner is Blake Belladonna.
Alright, nice, not bad.
Thank you for
So,
watching. Stay tuned. We'll be jumping into
that was a good
the
battle. That was really good. I was kind of
always
kept
get
on my
more
toes
trouble
too. I
right
wasn't,
now by clicking
you know,
on those
sure
buttons
who
right
won.
over there, and by downloading the battle music linked down below.
Alright, see what we got next time. Bruh! Do we got, yeah, bruh! Let's go! Poe versus Iron Fist. Oh my god. Wow. That is gonna be fire. I'm gonna tell you that now. That's gonna be a funny looking. That's gonna be a funny battle because really, I just got done watching the Kung Fu trilogy not too long ago, or Kung Fu Panda trilogy not too long ago, and I gotta say it was just like, I'm amazed with Poe's like progress in the entire movies, like from when he's like first learning Kung Fu to when he's like learning about his past to acknowledging who he is and mastering Chi. Like, I think that is a great story. And I love the fact that they're going to include him in Death Battle. I never knew. I always had thoughts of it, but I never was like, I'm glad. I'm glad that they're actually doing that. So that's really cool. As regarding this Death Battle, I liked it. I'm glad with the results because, you know, like I said, I watched Ruby and Blake, you know, she's one of my faves, like top 5. So for real, it is, it's cool because, you know, you don't really suspect that, like, especially when you watch these types of battles, like, you know, I know at the end of the day it's still going to be speculation. There's still going to be ideas of who won, who lost, but I think at the end of the day, it's always fun to see these, and no matter what, whoever wins, whoever loses, it's just enjoyable. So yeah, they're doing really good with their writing. I like the animation of this hold on, try to think of the video. The burp. And it really was considerable, to say the least, of just different things. And at the end of the thing, I like, at the end of the battle, I loved that. That was amazing. And that's little things here and there that's like really kind of grabs my attention, is when it's like, oh nope, the character's lost, or it looks like it's, you know, it's over at that point. When it's like, no, it's not. Because there's like one final, like, they always do that. Like, either the character's beaten down to a point where it's like, oh, it's the end. And then they pull out the, you know, like a surprise out of their hat, you know, like a surprise out of the hat, and like, bam, clinch victory. So I like that episode. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I love y'all. I'll see you guys in the next video of Time God DBZ. If you are new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thumbs up if you like this one. Comment down who you're excited for. Are you happy about who won this episode? And if you're not, let me know who are you looking forward to, what you guys thought of it. And also share this with your friends, family, and strangers. In a couple weeks from now, expect the Poe versus Iron Fist death battle to roll around, a reaction video. Enjoy the week. I'm in finals week, of course. I'm gonna try and wrap up all my schoolwork, but then after that, bro, I'm on summer break until I got summer classes. Love y'all. Peace. And God bless.